Welcome to English Mastery Voyage channel.
Alex and Tim's accident. Alex and Tim were twin brothers who loved playing together. They did everything together, and their favorite place to play was the living room. One sunny afternoon, they were playing with a ball in the living room, even though their mom had told them not to. "Pass the ball to me, Alex." Tim shouted with excitement. Alex threw the ball, but it went too high and hit a beautiful vase on the table. The vase fell to the floor and shattered into many pieces. The boys froze, realizing what had happened. They knew the vase was very special to their mom. "Oh no, what do we do now?" Alex asked, his eyes wide with fear. "We have to tell Mom," Tim said, though he felt scared too. Their mom heard the noise and came into the living room. She saw the broken vase and looked at the boys. "What happened here?" She asked calmly. Alex and Tim looked at each other and then at their mom. They took a deep breath and said, "We're sorry, Mom. We were playing with the ball, and it hit the vase. We didn't mean to break it." Their mom sighed and said, "I told you not to play with the ball in the living room. But I appreciate your honesty. We can fix this together." She gave them a hug and then showed them how to clean up the broken pieces safely. After they finished, she said, "Remember, always follow the rules. And if you make a mistake, it's important to be honest." The boys nodded. Feeling relieved, they promised to be more careful in the future. Jenny's fear of ghosts. Jenny was a little girl who was very afraid of ghosts. She always heard stories about ghosts from her friends and family, and they made her feel scared. At night, she would hide under her blanket, afraid that a ghost might be in her room. One evening, while Jenny was in bed, she heard a strange noise coming from the closet. Her heart started to beat fast, and she felt very scared. She imagined a ghost hiding in the closet. Jenny wanted to call her parents, but she didn't want to wake them up. Jenny took a deep breath and decided to face her fear. She slowly got out of bed and walked to the closet. Her hands were shaking, but she knew she had to be brave. She opened the closet door, and to her surprise, she found her cat, Whiskers, playing with a toy. Relieved, Jenny laughed and picked up Whiskers. "It was just you, Whiskers." "I thought you were a ghost," she said with a smile. From that night on, Jenny realized that many things she thought were ghosts were actually not scary at all. She started to feel less afraid and more confident. Her parents were very proud of her for being brave. Jenny learned that facing her fears made them less frightening. She also learned that not everything that seems scary is truly scary. Daisies in the garden. In a small village, there was a beautiful garden full of colorful flowers. Among all the flowers, the daisies stood out the most. They had white petals and yellow centers that looked like little suns. The garden belonged to a woman named Ms. Green, who loved taking care of her flowers one sunny morning. Ms. Green noticed that her daisies were blooming beautifully. She decided to spend the day in the garden, admiring the flowers and watering them. While she was working, a little girl named Emma walked by. Emma was curious and loved flowers, so she asked Ms. Green if she could help. Of course. "Dear Ms." Green said with a warm smile, "you can help me water the daisies." Emma was excited and carefully poured water on the daisies. She noticed how the petals sparkled in the sunlight and how the flowers seemed to smile at her. "These daisies are so pretty, Ms. Green," Emma said. "They are, aren't they?" Ms. Green replied. "Daisies are special flowers. They are simple, yet they bring so much joy. They remind me of happy memories." Emma looked at the daisies and thought about what Ms. Green had said. She realized that even simple things could bring great happiness. As they continued to work, Ms. Green told Emma stories about the garden and the different flowers she had grown over the years. "Did you know," Ms. Green said, "that daisies symbolize purity and new beginnings? They also represent true love and friendship." Emma listened carefully and smiled. She felt a strong connection to the daisies and the garden. She promised Ms. Green that she would visit often to help take care of the flowers, but from that day on, Emma visited Ms. Green's garden regularly. She loved spending time among the daisies, learning about the different flowers, and listening to Ms. Green's stories. The garden became a special place for both of them, filled with beauty, joy, and friendship. David's strength. David was a kind and gentle boy who loved reading books. However, he had a problem that made him feel very sad. Some of his classmates teased him because he was overweight. They called him names and made fun of him every day at school. One day, during lunch, a group of boys started teasing David again. "Hey, David, do you need a bigger chair?" one of them shouted. The other boys laughed, and David felt his face turn red with embarrassment. David's best friend, Emma, saw what was happening and decided to stand up for him. "Stop it. That's not nice," she said firmly. "David is a great person, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for being so mean." The boys were surprised by Emma's courage and walked away. David was grateful for Emma's support, but he still felt hurt. That evening, David talked to his parents about what happened. They listened carefully and comforted him. "David, you are a wonderful person just the way you are," his mom said. "Don't let those boys make you feel bad about yourself." His dad added, "You can always talk to us or a teacher if you need help. Remember, the most important thing is to be kind and confident." David decided to take his parents' advice. He also thought about how he could improve his health. The next day, he joined a local sports club where he could play soccer and run with other kids. He started exercising regularly and eating healthier foods. Over time, David noticed that he was losing weight and feeling stronger. His confidence grew, and he enjoyed playing sports even more. His classmates saw the positive changes in David and stopped teasing him. They even started to admire his determination and hard work. David learned that taking care of his body and mind made him feel better and more confident. He also realized that true friends, like Emma, would always support him no matter what.